to the swamp, home of the Florida Gators, and we've long been told it is here that only the Gators get out alive. Today, two teams collide in an old-fashioned SEC showdown. As we'll see, the Texas A&M Aggies taking on the winners of 7 straight, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Gators will kick it away to start. Bringing it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Texas A&M Aggies offense will take the first swing of the game. And here comes this quarterback. When he takes the field, he brings a certain swagger and charisma out there that not only the entire team, the entire stadium seems to feed off of.
You can feel it. It's different. It's special. Guys like this don't come around very often, but he makes the whole team better, but the belief is strong because he continues to make plays and be there for his team every time they need.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. They'll go right back to it. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. Texas A&M going quickly. Shotgun snap. Wants to throw it on third. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Really nice job to get it past the sticks. Pick up the first down at the 30.
I mean, this offense basically lined up and said, I don't care if he's double teaming, triple teaming, it really doesn't matter. We're still going to feature him. And guess what happens? They still get the first down, even though he was double teamed.
Guys, this rough start is hardly what they had in mind to start SEC play, and it's not going to get any easier.
Well, no doubt about it. There were big expectations surrounding this program inside SEC play this year, and things haven't necessarily gone their way. They've had to fight a ton of adversity, but, David, they believe they have the leadership in the locker room to turn it around, but it's got to start today.
Yeah, one at a time. Like, we got to start today. We got to find something. We got to find what we're really good at, what we can hang our hat on, so we can start to build some momentum throughout the season. Obviously, not the start we wanted, but we got to point to the next opportunity.
Pressure coming. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack. You see a Gator bringing the heat like that, you think about Derek Harvey, who was the MVP of the national championship game in 06.
And Alex Brown and Javon Curse, they had a long list of guys that could really make the quarterback's life difficult. You got to put pressure on the quarterback. You got to affect him. Really nice job on these plays.
A big play for the defense with the first down sack. Now, advantage D as the offense comes up on second down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field.
Hold it.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. Looking to throw on second down. Quickly out to the tight end. There's a live football. Oh, and he's able to get back on top of it just in the nick of time. Now the 8th play of the opening drive, but this time facing third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on twice. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Florida's offense will go to work for the first time. One thing to keep an eye on in this game, when they get it back isolated on a linebacker, who wins that matchup?
Quarterback likes the matchup, but this linebacker, he's different, man. Not only is he a hitter, he's got the athleticism to cover people, too.
Normally you say that's a win for the running back. The running back on a linebacker, I win. But this guy is different. Interested to watch this matchup.
Back to pass, it's Morton. Going for a big play right off the bat. And he hauls it in inside the 30. Touchdown, Gator! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point makes it 7-0. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
He wants to pass it on second down, using the quick game. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. Shotgun snap on third down. Gets it out quickly. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. Texas A&M going up tempo.
Hard work pays off, guys. These offenses work so hard week in, week out, working on those critical down distances, third downs, and having that conversion this early in the game, that's got to feel good for this offense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Finds his man down the middle. Still running at the 40. Nothing but green grass down the middle. He's at the... No one there to stop him, except the fella in the striped shirt who threw the penalty flag. This one might be coming back. The big gain on offense, and the play will stand. The offense declines the penalty. Lining up to add another. Splits the uprights. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Top 15 teams colliding today in a huge matchup, and it's now a final. Tennessee endured a hostile crowd and the challenge that always comes with playing away from Rocky Top. And the Vols came away with a win. It wasn't a blowout, but it is a W. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the new Top 25 poll next week as this one, gentlemen.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Using his legs, it's April. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The Gators will send out the punt unit. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Texas A&M going quickly. They'll try to get the first through the air. Got his man quickly. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Texas A&M back to work with another first down. Handoff to the lone back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. Trying to impose their will with the run. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
Now that's what you try to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
3rd and long situation, we're bringing an extra DB on the field, and we're telling our front guys to pin your ears back and go get the QB, and they get the job done.
The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. And there will be no return on this one, and he can't get it out of bounds. The ball will come out to the 20. While we're only through 1, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the 2nd. It'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Looking for room. It's Averill. Into the pile. Maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. They really performed at an elite level in conference play, and that'll build your confidence as we continue through this SEC season.
This was a team that was really motivated in the offseason coming into this one, and they knew the challenge ahead of them, but they also know how talented they are. And, David, they're putting that on display each and every week here in SEC play.
And let's pump the brakes, because if they're happy with what they've done so far, they're going to have some losses. Like, this is a...
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
And as an offense, you want to stay aggressive. You want to keep calling these downfield shots. I know you didn't complete that one, but you want to send a clear message. You're trying to take the top off this defense. You keep calling downfield shots. You soften up the coverage. You get those safeties playing deep. That's going to open up your running game later on.
And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call.
Hold it. Offense.
They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy with results of the play. The Gators send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
He makes the connection. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
They go to the ground. Couldn't fight his way out of his grasp.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
A 3rd and long coming up here. Looking for a man. It's Morton. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Gators will try to pin them back with the punt. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll call for the fair catch here. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3 and out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive, so someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Running back searching for a hole. A run up the middle is stopped for no gain. Texas A&M going up tempo. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Slips through the line. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. The whole thought process is just get the ball back, and what will we do on offense? And the special teams takes care of that.
What a great job by the special teams unit, making a big-time play. Listen, the offense was going to get the ball reach. Yeah, I get you, but they got this taken care of. Take the punt return, make a few guys miss, take it all the way to the house. Really good execution on that punt return.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So his big play capability was on full display in that one as he took that punt back for the touchdown. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of there, you-know-what.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Going up top on 1st down. Finds his man. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. After the short completion, it's now 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Coming after it. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. And the snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now, you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Texas A&M will have to boot it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They've had to punt the last couple of times they've had it, David, now trying to put something together.
Well, Reese, you know how much I love punters and kickers. Like, you don't want to see them very often. Those are not guys that we want to see on the field. You want to do something else and be a little bit more productive offensively here.
I think, David, on this drive, the quarterback's just got to settle down. These last few drives, looks like he's seeing ghosts. We've seen him force the football. He's missed a couple of throws. He needs to just take a deep breath and play within himself.
Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
Well, I'll tell you what, just watching this QB in the run game, he's going to break one. At some point in this game, he is going to break a home run. Defense did a nice job getting him down there, but this guy, I'm telling you, he's just a play away from taking it to the house. Keep letting this guy do his thing.
And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th. The Gators decide to punt it away. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. They've hit a bit of a lull here, and they need to get things cranked up with this possession, Jesse.
Just haven't had a rhythm these last couple of possessions, but I'll tell you, the best way to get back into one is to run the football. Establish yourselves up front at the line of scrimmage and help keep these 3rd downs manageable.
Now, and the best news is your defense at least forced a punt of their own. So now you can go answer with that good stop while this game is still close. Let's just go keep putting more points on the board, and let's see less of the punt.
Backed up just inside their own 20. It's 2nd and 9 from the 19. Off the play fake. Quickly to the tight end. At the 40, there he goes. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
As a defense, it's so hard covering this guy. Because of his frame, you're not really going to match up. But this guy's also got some wheels. The hard part is bringing him down after the catch. This guy's like a giant giraffe. You're just lions hanging on his neck trying to drag him to the ground. Not easy to do.
Throwing right. It's caught downfield. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the 1st down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. A&M comes back out with another 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. He looks that one in nicely. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down.
That's a bang-bang play, 3-step slant. They rep this over and over in practice so they can go out and execute it on game day like that.
They'll start this one from the 29 on 1st down. He's going to pass. Got his man on the right. Stopped after making the catch. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This offense has a 2nd down play. They keep attacking through the air. Quick strike complete. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Down to the 16-yard line. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. He's got the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Well, we knew coming into this one that tight end was a big part of this offense. You've seen it early in this game. They've moved him around. They've thrown it to him in a lot of different ways. Defense is going to have to make some adjustments trying to stop this guy.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's looking to throw.
guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Right down the boulevard. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Oregon State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Beavs have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to New Mexico. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
And it's picked off. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16.
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. They're already in great field goal position here, David. The question is, how aggressive do they get?
Full throttle. Be aggressive. Try to get the touchdown here, man. Such great starting field position.
It's just going to take one play, right? They've got the weapons outside. Give a guy an opportunity to make a play in the end zone. Think about the momentum change that will create.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Quarterback wants to throw on second down. He's got it on the move. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. They'll try to get it through the air. Trying to get rid of it. And a little too much adrenaline on that throw. Never gave his receiver a chance. On fourth down, they'll try to get something out of this drive before the end of the half. And that is no good. And here in the second quarter, we remain all knotted up. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, you've been calling a magnificent game there in Gainesville so far. An entertaining first half, and we've got a multi-possession lead to break down thanks to the surgical precision of this offense. Might honestly take more time to talk about what didn't work than what did. The running game, the passing game, gadget plays have worked. Now it's just a matter of finishing the job. And with that, let's send it back to our men in the swamp.
All right, Kevin about ready to get things cranked back up here. Texas A&M ready to kick it away to get the third quarter started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive on it? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense.
Going for the big play. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. Touchdown, Florida. And that one will give him the lead. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
Yeah, we may have a situation here. We might have points, more points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defense is going to have to get something figured out.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. They're just about ready to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
He's got an open man. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. Texas A&M going quickly. How long have the Aggies been fishing for jumbo plays like that one?
Just dying for it. They just want high-flying offense. They want fun. They want excitement. They had it back in the day with Johnny Manziel. Been searching for those big-time plays, that big-time offense since that point.
Quick tempo here for the offense.
Love the effort. Tried the toe tap, but at the end of the day, that's just a really good-looking incompletion.
He wants to throw here on second down. This time he's got it. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's third and short. They want to just keep throwing it. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on third down.
Third and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
They call it a coffin corner kick for a reason, and you really can't do it any better than that. He puts that thing out of bounds right around the goal line. The Gators sending the offense back to work. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they can put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Movement here from the tight end. Here's the handoff. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 10.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run.
He'll be stopped short, picks up 1, but they're facing 4th and 1. The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. Makes the grab on the right. And he breaks into the open. Touchdown, Gators! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Well, as a defense, you know you're going to see the go-round, especially against this guy. He does it to defenses, it seems, every single week, and so they're not able to get back deep enough to get run by. He makes the catch and then runs it into the end zone. They're going to have to change up their coverage to get some safety help up over the top because this guy's speed is a problem.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And boy, did they finish with a huge play in the passing game, scoring from 85 yards out. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open. Couple of touchdowns there, and he moves the sticks again, David.
Yeah, so I'll keep finding him, Reese. I mean, this is a guy that, listen, we're in the second half now. He's already made plays. I know I can trust him, so I'm going to continue to feature him in this offense because I know he'll continue to make big plays.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. From the gun, running back gets to give. Across the 25, he's got room. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Oregon State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Beavs have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to New Mexico. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Keeps the legs moving. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
This defense has got to get better at tackling in the open field or gang tackling, because if you need 3 or 4 guys to bring a guy down, have fun with that.
The big pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Hand off from the shotgun. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
They needed only 1 yard. Good job by the offensive line, getting just enough push to keep this drive alive.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. They'll run the option. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. And if you can just give them a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done then.
Just when they're looking run, now up top. He'll pull it down and run. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off and slide. I love this slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
And the Gators are moving quickly down the field. They're testing the right side here. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
And the defense doing a great job. Commit to the run like this. Obviously, you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They make the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down.
That has got to be demoralizing if you're on defense because they just ran the ball right up the middle, down your throats, and they gashed you.
The Gators will line it up on 1st and 10. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. Wide out in motion. Quarterback keeper. The Gators pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll do it himself. They get in the backfield and make the play, and that's how they'll finish off this 3rd period. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. The pull and throw off the RPO. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. He got it. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing. Good decision by the head coach here in the fourth quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a two-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The back goes in motion. Wants to throw on first down. Snags it over the middle. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Texas A&M going up tempo.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now.
Afterburner's coming. The 20. He was loose and setting sail, and they stop him at the 6-yard line. And the Aggies will try to put one on the board on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Made a little something out of that run. He picked up a couple down to the 14. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. They'll go to the ground. Pushes ahead for a pickup of one down to the 13.
And this offense trying to be physical inside the 5-yard line. I get it, but I tell you what, Palmer, this quarterback has earned some trust from me with the day he's had.
Yeah, right now he's thinking, put the game in my hands. I'm playing well, and I'm seeing the defense well. I see what they're doing from a coverage standpoint. Count on me to throw a touchdown here and help out our team.
And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on third down. Fourth down coming up. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. It's good. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone, it's Thompson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Wants to throw. It's Morton. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Defensively, you got them backed up. There's two options that they're going to do. They're going to run the football and be conservative, or they're going to try to take shots down the field. They tried to take a shot. Defense was ready. Nice pass rush. Way to get to the QB and get after that sucker.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Pressure got to him, couldn't get rid of it, and they got him for a safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field. put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
So after taking the safety, they'll line up for a free kick from their own 20. Makes the catch at the 30.
The return is brought down at the 36. And the Texas A&M offense will take
Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Gets it out fast. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. He finds his man. Texas A&M going quickly.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Looking to throw it again. Fires to the big fella. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Finds his tight end. And he got enough for the first down. hit stick upside his head.
Well, they picked up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. The running back has it. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. Huge moment coming here as they try to punch it in and quiet this crazy, raucous crowd. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Touchdown, Aggies! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
Number 26.
What a great job by this offense. And listen, I judge offenses by what they do in the clutch, in those big moments and right before the half. In the fourth quarter, late in the game, just like right here, you need a score. You got to go take the lead. They do everything they can. Now, defense, you're up. I need you to get me a stop.
Up by one, they're going to try to get the deuce here and make it a field goal lead. He's looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. Trying to get it away, and he cannot. The quarterback is sacked, and so it's a two-point conversion attempt.
32 or 31.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Set to kick it away.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Gators sending the offense back to work. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency, David.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going. And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming up.
And he scoots out of bounds, picks up the first down, gets the clock stopped, and now they're in business in plus territory. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air, chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. And the Gators have it with a 1st and 10.
Man, these are killers, right? Late in the game, in the fourth quarter, you're getting to the quarterback, but he does such a great job scrambling around. When you do this, you get extra first downs. You start to wear those defensive linemen out. So late in the game, this could pay off. Great job getting the first down. Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together.
This is an offense that really sees their identity as being able to run the football. Nice job there picking up the first down.
There going to go right back to him on first down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
I know the passing game sells, the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
To the ground with the back. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
And guys, a perfect opportunity here to take the lead late. Turning to the running game on first and goal. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on second and goal from the 6. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. You got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
Here comes the two-point try. Just couldn't nudge it across for the two-point conversion. They had hoped to go up by a touchdown, but they're still up by 5 here in the 4th. They'll try to pin them back with this kickoff and then have the defense put the finishing touches on a win. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. They've got him pinned back, and they're trying to rattle their eardrums. Listen to this crowd. Trying to find his man on first down. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
Well, you look at the clock, we've got time for one more play, but they're out of Hail Mary range here, needing a touchdown to win this game. This is going to be a last-second, last-chance play that they practice, by the way, throughout the week. It's going to involve probably a lot of laterals. We've seen crazier stuff happen in college football.
They're bringing heat. And down he goes. Had a chance to pull one out of the fire, and the defense slammed the brakes on it, and that's going to do it. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters, and this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps, they've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.